I have a date tomorrow. A first date. But not only is it a first date, it's the first date that I've gone on in like a year. The first date since this video when I was complaining about the bad string of dates that I had went on and then sworn off dating. But the people from that video were all found on Tinder, which is arguably like the cesspool of online dating. I'm just saying, it just seems that way. I mean, the user interface is super friendly, which is why I prefer that app. But this time around, I tried out Hinge. It kind of seems a little bit more hopeful, I guess, because Hinge requires you to like fill out these prompts. You know, there's a little bit more effort involved. It requires you to state what you're looking for, and people could totally lie about that. But I mean, like, I don't know, I'm just like, hopefully that is the difference and it's not completely terrible this time. And so far so good. I mean, like, the guy that I met seems super sweet, super nice. He has a job. That's cool. The conversation is there. I was sleeping on Hinge for a while. Who knew? But anyways, I thought that it would be a little bit fun to do a get ready with me kind of video. I just thought that it might kind of soothe my nerves to sit here and talk to a camera rather than spiral into worse and worse what ifs. And also I feel like it's a little bit the same way as like vocal exercises. You know, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Because if I'm sitting here chit-chatting to the camera, then maybe I won't have an issue chit-chatting to a person. I don't know. I'm just gonna try it out and see how it goes. Already love that we decided to meet for coffee because A, no pressure is involved with a coffee date. You know, it's not like this big, long extravaganza. It's like a 30-minute ordeal at best. And then you kind of decide if you want to continue the date or not. Second of all, I am very happy that it's a low pressure coffee hang rather than, you know, dinner or something. Because then I don't have to worry about shitting my pants after a meal. It's been a problem. I've been like, I don't know how I'm going to date again. Because it does not matter what it is. It could be a salad with like no dressing. It could be a piece of celery. As soon as my asshole is an inconvenient distance away from a restroom, it is a mad dash to find one. And it's just not an ideal dating scenario, you know? Is that IBS? I don't know. I need to go to a doctor, probably. But anyways, let's take even more pressure off of tomorrow by picking out an outfit today. And it is so perfect because our lovely sponsor for this video is ThredUp. If you weren't aware, ThredUp is an online thrift and consignment shop. And I absolutely love them because I'm able to find unique clothing at a fraction of the cost of regular retail value. And as a bonus, the whole shopping secondhand thing turns out to be like pretty groovy for the environment as well. So it's a win-win. Budget friendly, environmentally friendly. Cool. Nearly all my clothes are from ThredUp at this point. Like, they just make it so easy to find what you're looking for. Something that kind of turns me off of shopping at a normal physical thrift store is sifting through all of the items that won't necessarily work for me. That's why I love that you can sort by your size. I noticed that they have this feature on their site now where like when you scroll through the images on a specific item, usually like the last frame is the actual measurements, like shoulder, waist, length of the t-shirt. So that seriously takes away some of the guesswork. Something else I like to do is if I'm looking for something specific, you could type in like black boots or whatever else, then you're shown all of the black boots in your size. You can sort by color, by brand. The whole thing is just an awesome experience. So if you want to freshen up your wardrobe, it's great. But for me right now, let's get into a little bit of a fashion show and show you the things that I found this time around and pick out an outfit for this coffee date. Here is the first option, a little bit more bold and funky. The whole ensemble is from ThredUp, but the overshirt I got a couple of orders back, so it is not new to y'all. You have seen it before. But I absolutely love these flare pants, which had an original estimated retail value of $102, and I got them for $34.99. Paired with this saucy Athleta active tank, which I scored for $15.99, and these wedges from XOXO, also at a huge discount. The second outfit is a bit more casual and low-key. The crop jeans and cardigan, all from ThredUp. These jeans are so comfy and only cost me $25.99. I have been wearing them pretty much every day since I got them. But the estimated retail value on these was $75, so that is a huge difference. Paired it with this Wild Fable Henley. I got it for $13.99. And this Jones New York cardigan. It was originally $85 and the ThredUp price was only $26.99. So if you're considering spicing up your wardrobe, ThredUp gave me a huge discount for y'all. So when you click the link in the description or put in code Beatrice at checkout, you get an additional 40% off your first order. So huge thank you to ThredUp for that and for sponsoring this video. Okay, please excuse the background noise if there is some. I have the ceiling fan blaring down on my sweaty body because I have just thrashed around my closet trying on clothes. I think that I am going to go with the like more casual option, you know, the jeans, the cardigan, because it's a coffee date. I don't want to look like too dressed up, even though like the other option wasn't super dressy either. It's just more like low key, you know what I mean? I want to kind of just look like I threw on some clothes, like I didn't put too much effort into it. And I think the first outfit looks like maybe trying a little bit too hard. I don't know. Like, we don't want him to think that I was thinking too hard about this date. You know what I mean? Even though I clearly am. Here I am making a video about it. Embarrassing. Next order of business. I think that we should probably take care of these fingernails because they're crustier than the Krusty Krab. And this dude is definitely not going to notice them, but it will make me feel better if they're less crusty. So let's pick a color and slap it on my phalanges. Ladies. These are the colors I managed to rustle up. Not a huge variety, but we have pink, purple, and orange. I went with orange because orange. I had to feed the guinea pigs some vegetables, otherwise they would be screaming in the background because all of my animals scream now. It's a thing. The guinea pigs were screaming bloody murder and my mom thought like the cat had gotten in here or something. And they just wanted a snack, so. Going in with our 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, as I normally do. I feel like it helps my skin. Not really sure about that. I haven't had any blackheads or anything since starting using it. It tastes horrible, but I do have a pimple coming in, so that is depressing. Orange nails. The oranges only slightly messed them up by not letting them dry thoroughly. Apologies for flipping you off. Maybe some face lotion. I am a little bit nervous. Like, not really, but I also just hate first dates. They're just kind of awful in general. I wish that I could just move past all of the early stuff and straight into the point where we feel comfortable farting in front of each other. But most things fizzle out within like 2 dates, 3. After my last string of dates, it's only been like 1 date. Because once you become 30, it seems like everyone in the dating pool has like just so much baggage already, or they have issues or whatever else. And I have issues, like I have anxiety, but like I'm not putting that on anyone else. You know what I mean? Some people be crazy. I'm gonna go in with this Tarte concealer. It is a little bit crusty. All my makeup is. I've only been putting on concealer lately and not like foundation or anything because I've been digging my freckers. All these little baby sun damages. Dirty Beauty Blender, where are you? Oh, I had yellow too. I knew that I had yellow. It's like mac and cheese yellow. I found like this list online of like all of these foods that guinea pigs can eat, and they don't really care for watermelon. They don't care for red pepper or carrots, which is surprising because my previous guinea pigs loved carrots. So far the only ones I've been able to find are like cucumbers, and iceberg lettuce is tolerable to them, but they prefer the cucumbers. And the one long-haired guinea pig doesn't like anything at all. He is a grumpy Gus. I feel like I'm going to talk about guinea pigs this whole time on this date. Because they have been taking up a lot of time. As far as they are just some needy bitches. But I guess I could talk about this guy a little bit. He's really smart. He is cute. The one downside that I saw on his profile pictures were there was like a little corner of the same face in each one of his pictures, and that is his ex-girlfriend. But even though that might be a red flag, it's also probably a green flag, because that means like he's not taking a bunch of pictures of himself. He's probably not really heavily on the social media scene, because I already called him out on it and he was like, yeah, I just don't take that many pictures of myself. So it makes sense, but it's very obvious because like the head is like right here close to his and he's had literally cropped in like this close. It's pretty funny. Kind of endearing, I don't know. What drew me to him, because like Hinge has like the little prompts like I was saying, the prompt was something about, which is like a useless fact that you know, or something along those lines. And he said something about the mantis shrimp having more cones in their eyes than humans. Like humans normally have 3 and the mantis shrimp has 16 or 12. It's debatable. When I heard the fact, it was 16. He thought it was 12, but there's 2 separate .org articles that say both, so it's whatever. But why that drew me to him was because I randomly, like throughout my life since learning that fact, think about it all of the time. The fact that this mantis shrimp has these extra cones in their eyes and they can see like this whole barrage of colors that we cannot, because we only have 3. Just blows my mind. And I think about it a lot and it normally makes me tailspin into an existential crisis. But I took that as, I don't know, kind of a sign, because I think of it randomly at least like once a year. And so he messaged me and then I saw that and then so I matched with him. Otherwise, I don't know that I would have, because of the corner of the ex-girlfriend's face in every picture. But the conversation was there. He's really smart. He is into like tech stuff. So he knows like a whole world that I don't know about. So I think that that's interesting. And yeah, we will just see where it goes. I'm gonna use the Daisy by Marc Jacobs, I think. I'm gonna spray that now so it kind of dissipates. Also, I really have to lint roll. I hugged Chetty full on and I am just covered in hair. I'm gonna do this contour palette that I have had for forever. I used to use this one, but this ran out, so now I use this one, if you care at all. I think my grandpa passing away, it kind of made me revisit the idea of family and partnership and all kinds of stuff, and that's why, you know, I am entertaining the idea of dating again, because previously everything that I've said about it was pretty negative, and I was going in the direction of, oh, I just kind of want to have a horde of animals and not deal with people. Especially of the male variety. And that's pretty warranted considering what's out there, but it only takes one person to change that all around, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the idea that like gives me hope, is it only takes one person out of like all of the people out in the world to be your person. So not to get all sappy on you, but yeah, I always think that there's like no one out there for me, but there's people. You just gotta find them. Usually that involves going on a lot of bad first dates. I'm going to be optimistic and not be a sourpuss about this situation. I'm gonna put eyeliner, but I'm gonna like also smudge it out so it is a little bit less harsh and more natural, like daytime makeup, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna put the wing on like half of my eye, like not drag it all the way in. And this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Liquid Mascara. It has this felt tip, which makes putting on eyeliner 10 times easier. And I know I pull my eyelid because I'm the worst, and I'm going to have wrinkles. Okay, we have 2 different eyeliner wings going on right now, but hopefully the smudging will help that. We'll use this thing. It's a little bit risky trying a new technique, a new makeup technique for a first date, I'll admit. We just want it so it's like not so harsh. Same with this one. Even if we kind of do like a little gradient thing. I don't know if this is the correct brush to do this with. You'd think because I'm an art person that I'd be decently good at makeup, but I am just not. And I think it's mainly like a patience issue. Because even when I'm painting or something, I just like slapping paint everywhere, and that doesn't necessarily translate to face stuff. I'm just gonna take a little bit away on here, clean this up a bit. Oh, my eyeliner. That's okay. It's all okay. Just going in with the same mascara that I've had for probably like a year now. I don't know if that's okay. Probably not. Definitely not hygienic, but it's still going strong. So will allow it. When it comes to online dating, there's like always the issue of like catfishing or whatever. I always worry that like they're not gonna know that I'm plus size. It's not like my photos are altered or anything, but it's like not like I put the ones where I'm looking like a big beef monster. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like putting like the absolute worst ones. So when I did talk to him, I kind of snuck in a photo. I was like, oh, I'm going to water aerobics now. I was like, oh, I didn't shave my legs. Which I don't know if that's the move or not, but like then I sent him like a full body picture of me like in my water aerobics attire, so you could see that I had a belly, and it was not a flattering picture at all. Like I'll put it on the screen now. And that wasn't necessarily necessary, but also he's coming from like 2 hours away, so if he has a problem with that, I want him to know before he wastes his time driving here and I waste my time getting nervous about this first date, you know what I mean? But it seemed like a non-issue. Aquaphor. I do not like flavored chapsticks because they make me sick. So fun fact about me, I go for plain and usually not tinted. Besides, every time in the past when I've tried to wear like lipstick or some kind of tinted situation on my lips, I look like a clown and I get it all over my face, which is not really cute. So I digress. Okay, we are done. Oh, wait. We will do some, blush, but the mirror broke on it, so there's little shards of glass, so it may be a little bit dangerous, but I'm gonna use it anyway because I'm crazy. But yeah, I've been trying to like be completely 100% myself, as far as just like putting it all out there. Like the fat picture served two purposes. One, showed him that I am probably not going to shave my legs that often. And two, that I'm chubby. And I've just been being like pretty brutally honest, like straightforward, because I feel like there's no point in pretending to be something you're not and then dragging it out 3 months and then you being two completely different people. So I've been trying. The only thing that I have lied about is what I do for a living. I told him that I was a graphic designer, and that I work from home, like have my own business, which is technically true. Like graphic design is involved in YouTube, but the whole YouTube thing gets a little iffy. One, there's that stigma of people judging you. What am I doing? I'm looking for a blush brush. Hold on one second. What the hell? But one, there's that stigma of like you being self-involved and, you know, like the typical influencer kind of thing. And then there's what I do, which is barely, like, just not good at social media. Like, how do I even have this job? Very lucky to have this job, but I mean, like, I am just not good at it. And also, if he's not completely disgusted by the idea, there's two other things. He could find my channel and watch all my videos and be exactly what I want, because you'd have access to literally all of my life. You know, it's like the ultimate stalker fantasy to have just all of the information right there. And two, could be someone who just wants, like, shout out, they have a podcast, they want to build their business or whatever else. This guy doesn't strike me too much as like someone who is like that, wants to be. He seems more shy, but still not super jazzed about like starting off with a lie. But hopefully if it works out to the point where I do tell him, it'll be understandable, like why I lied. Because I just want someone to get to know me first before they, like, you know, have access to the past 3 years of my life. And I probably share a little bit too much on this channel, which is not good, but, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna blow dry and I'll be right back. Curl or straighten? I think I'm gonna curl it. You let that get nice and toasty, and we will put on some deodorant. I've been using like mint deodorant, this Cool Rush flavor. It just kind of slaps, and I don't sweat at all, other than like the weak ass girl deodorants that are out on the market. And you have to pay like $1 million for the Clinique one when you can just buy this for like $3 and it's the same. It's kind of a scam. But I've been using like men's razors. I did buy a body wash because of the name of it, called Bear Glove. So I thought that was pretty funny. But that one, you do smell like a man, so I might give that to like a cousin or something. There is a melted piece of plastic on this curling iron at the base that I have not cleaned off. And sometimes it does get in my hair, so this is risky. I just find like hard dried pieces of plastic. You think it would eventually run out, but it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's just like at the base here. I don't know what it's from. This curling iron I had maybe since, I want to say at least high school. Might be time to upgrade, but still works, so wow. Just have to eventually wipe off that melted plastic or just wait until it's been evenly distributed into my hair follicles. Good thing we're going for not actually trying because my hair is coming out like garbage. Okay, here is the final look. I just put some of this focus Wicked Texture Definition of Pomade in my hair so it wasn't all frizzy crazy. Feeling light, feeling casual, ready to go. So yeah, I am going to now go on my coffee date, I guess. Starting to get a little bit nervous, but talking to the camera did help because I do feel like more chatty. So even if you don't have a YouTube channel and you're nervous to go on a date, maybe try talking to yourself like a crazy person, because that's essentially what I did. But other than that, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Also, if you want to try a thread for yourself, you can use my code Beatrice at checkout and get an additional 40% off your items. I will see you on the next one. Bye! Just giving you a little update and a peek at the date because I stealthily took a picture of my cappuccino and this pastry that we shared and his torso, but it went really well. The coffee date turned into an 8-hour long ordeal and we walked around the park until it got dark, and my mom would have filed a missing persons report if her and my aunt didn't get ice cream and go on a stakeout driving around until they saw that I was alive. But we have a second date scheduled, so yeah.